What's up, everybody? Jamerus 58 Gilliam here, coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons logistics video. Pretty great victory against the New Orleans Saints as the visiting Falcons put their record back at 500. And we'll be heading up to Jerry's World against the Cowboys, for they fell flat on their face against the Denver Broncos. Now, this is a game that's highly favored for the Cowboys, which is rightfully so that these experts are counting the Falcons out. So let's break down why the experts pick the Cowboys over the Atlanta Falcons. First of all, let's call a spade a spade. If it wasn't for the New Orleans Saints receivers having frying pans for hands and Sean Payton getting cute in the red zone with his play calling, the scoreboard wouldn't have been in our favor. Let's just call it a spade, shall we? Because Trevor Siemian was throwing catchable balls. And Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara was running all over us. So, with all that being said, we have to deal with Ezekiel Elliott. But, and the receiving core of Dallas Cowboys is not the receiving core of the New Orleans Saints, for they going to catch some balls. Dak Prescott is not going to be throwing ducks. He's pretty accurate when it comes to throwing. And, you know, when you have the receiving core like CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper, those guys are studs, plain and simple. So, although I have nothing but high respect and confidence for A.J. Terrell, we're going to see if Fabian Monroe or whomever other receiver that we placed on another receiver on the opposite side of Terrell is going to do their jobs with no pass interferences. So, with no defensive holding. Next, let's talk about offense too. On offense, we couldn't muster up a running game to save our lives. We got to have a running game against Dallas in order to be really successful. If I'm not mistaken, we only mustered up only 50 yards against New Orleans. Even though New Orleans is a good run defense, we still should have been moving the ball the way that we should have been moving, which is more effectively. The only big splash plays that we had offensively as far as the run game is concerned is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan breaking Demario Davis's ankles and him running for a 2-yard touchdown. That's not good for Mike Davis and Cordell Patterson when it comes to them running. But speaking of Patterson, he is a versatile player, so I'm not going to be too worried about him. I like him as a receiver, as a returner, the whole nine. It wouldn't surprise me if Dean Pease wanted to recruit him on the low and make him a safety or something, you know, pick up them interceptions. But that's just me. So let's get down to the meat of the logistics. So we need 3 keys of victories here. Number 1, we need to be a little bit more aggressive with the play calling. That's on both sides of the ball. Keep in mind, against New Orleans, we blew an 18-point lead. Too much conservative play calling, which made our offense go 3 and out. which allowed New Orleans offense to come down the field and score on us. That put our defense in bad position with those 3-and-outs. Next, along with more aggressive play calling, offensively, we got to be more effective in the run game. Granted, we did beat the Saints with Matt Ryan's arm. This is a copycat league. We got to be more effective in the running game. So I'm pretty sure that Dan Quinn, our former head coach, will have some tape on that and would try to duplicate everything that New Orleans did against us and be more effective than they were. So if we're more effective in the run game, oh yeah, it's possible that Matt Ryan could throw for another 350, 375, and a couple of TDs. But if we become too pass happy, well, look for Matt Ryan to throw 2 interceptions because we're becoming too predictable in the passing game. We must get back to the basics of being more effective in the run game. And then we got one more thing on defense. We must plug up that A gap. Once we plug up the A gap, we can make sure Ezekiel Elliott can just call it a day, and he is not going to go nowhere. He's going to although he averages about 4.4 yards a carry, which is really good, with the addition of Anthony Rush, that should counteract the weaknesses that we had back in New Orleans. Because like I said, this is a copycat league. Pretty sure the offense is ready to hit that A gap against us, moving the power forward. But with that 350-pound behemoth with a little speed on him, that should slow everything down in our favor. So with aggressive play calling, effective running, and plugging up that A gap on defense, we should get the results that we need. The Falcons are a better road team than most people could give us credit for anyway. So if we can do everything that I just said, we should be over 500 for the first time since 2019. Get that record over. 5-4. Rise up. Number 58 out.